Well, I'll start with Vimeo. Everybody knows Vimeo. Many people also know Vimeo On Demand. Vimeo On Demand is definitely one platform I would recommend people to look into. It looks great, it's very user-friendly, and it's actually also quite good for the filmmaker. Vimeo On Demand is a player that you can embed on your website, on your social media. People can buy the film through the player. Vimeo takes 10% and a transaction fee, which is a bit of the tricky one because the transaction fee can be anything between 4 and 17%. It's a bit vague. And the con, I guess, with Vimeo is that you do need to be a pro member, so you have to have a pro account, and that's £159 a year. Apart from that, it looks excellent, it looks great, and of course it's got that quality brand associations. Now, the second one I want to share is not so much a digital platform like Vimeo or even a tool, but I do want to mention it because I do get that question asked a lot, is how do I get my film on Netflix? How do I get my film on iTunes? Well, most of the time, 99% of the time, you have to go through an aggregator. So it's basically a middleman that has got those relationships. So it's not entirely doing it yourself, but there are aggregators that you can contact yourself. And for independent makers, an interesting one to contact is called Under the Milky Way. They have got those contacts, they have got those connections. You will have to discuss with them what kind of distribution agreement it would be, what kind of fee and royalties would be in place, but it's worth looking into. It's Under the Milky Way. Another one I think is worth looking into is, it actually comes from another question I often get next to how do I get my film on Netflix or how do I get my film on iTunes, and how do I get my film on Amazon. Actually, that's something you can do yourself. You can get your film on Amazon yourself. You can both have it there for download, for rental, or to buy. So that's Amazon Instant. But you can also sell DVDs yourself. The hook there is that Amazon takes a healthy cut. They take a healthy fee because they're Amazon. But if you're keen on getting it on Amazon, and it's non-exclusive, so you can put it out there and you can use other platforms at the same time. It's called Create Space, and have a look at that. A couple of platforms that are still worth mentioning. They're more kind of in the same line as Vimeo On Demand, so they're real platforms that you can use yourself. You can upload your film yourself and use the player, embed it on your website, put it on your social media. They're very similar in a lot of ways. So the last two I want to mention are Reelhouse and VHX. They both operate in very similar ways where you upload it, it looks great, user interface is very appealing and intuitive. The back end is very similar also. They even take the same cut. So again, they take 10% of the sales price and a small transaction fee. They both have their transaction fee set at 50 pence per transaction. It gets slightly different when you look at how the embedding looks. So I think the Reelhouse embedding on social media looks slightly better than the VHX one. VHX's appeal is that they have more traffic coming to their website. So if you're looking for people to discover your film, they might be a better option. So it depends on what you use it for, but they're great platforms and great tools to self-distribute your film.